Oh yeah!
It's Alien.
This is Aliens, Fireteam Elite. And this is true fan service for boomers. With a stupid name. I mean, Fireteam Elite. Have they ever seen the movies?
You secure that shit, Hudson.
They are Marines in space, alright, but they are not Space Marines. And only thing elite is how much they mess things up. Now, if you don't recognize the quotes in this video or think an alien horde shooter is somehow wrong, you are too young to watch this and should head back to your sandbox. In Firefox Bendings, you play as a group of 3 Marines who are sent to check up on a distress signal coming from a refinery station which was supposed to be destroyed. Of course, when they arrive, it becomes clear that instead of people, the station is run by xenomorphs. There is much more to it, but I was too busy killing aliens to give much thought to the story, as it is mostly told by radio chatter while playing, or you can read some dialogue while in the hub area of the game, which is the Marine spaceship USS Endeavour. The story is starting off where a book called Aliens Infiltrator ended, but if there are any references to it, I missed them completely. The only real gripe I have with the campaign is the ending, which was the most anticlimactic escape in the recent gaming history.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now?
As Marines, you have 5 classes to start with, and after completing the campaign once, you unlock 1 more. I expect this amount to grow with DLCs, which are coming 100%, along with a shit ton of new hats. The classes are self-explanatory with your gunner, demolisher, technician, doc and recon. I personally played with Phalanx, who has a 50 caliber pistol, a shotgun and a huge shield, which can block attacks and gives you more damage while doing so. I hope for some kind of a taunt mechanic though, as the shield is practically useless on lower difficulty levels, and the enemy AI keeps ignoring you pretty effectively. Speaking of difficulty, you get 3 to start with and unlock 2 more after completing the campaign. You do not need to worry about team composition or weapons while playing at the first 3. Not sure about the higher ones, as we have not tried them yet. You also get a skill tree like grid, where you slot different sized blocks to change your skills or enhance them. Though at least for my class they did not bring much in utility. The better ones unlock after some leveling, so this might change later on. Every class has a set of 2 items to use which have a cooldown. You also gather one-time use items along the way, and while we never use some of them, some are totally broken. I'm looking at you, Cryo Mines. The classes can only use certain weapons, but can change them up a bit. My Phalanx, for example, can change the slow-firing pistol to an auto-fire model and the shotgun to an SMG. In my opinion, the weapons have more cosmetic value, but there are some tier lists, so I think this might be something to consider when playing on higher difficulties. While in the hub, you also choose and launch your missions, which all come in 3 parts. And they are actually pretty long. It took us some 6 hours to complete the campaign on standard difficulty, and there are only 4 missions or 12 chapters. The missions take you from the refinery to the surface of the planet it is orbiting. There is a nice variation in themes of the maps, though the design itself is very repetitive. You either scour long hallways or prepare for a horde in an arena-like section. There are some minor scripted events, but other than that you should be prepared to hold your mouse button one pressed the whole damn game. When not shooting something, you are limited to find hidden crates which unlock weapons, weapon mods or cosmetics.
Fireteam leader, I found a chest!
Instead of horror elements and oppressing atmosphere which are familiar from the movies, you get a ton of aliens to kill. There is the basic Black Panther-like moving enemies you all recognize, and then there are some special versions who ambush, explode or spit at you. Or grab you and lift you in the air and start shaking you around.
Come on! Come on! Let me get it, baby! Come on! Get off me! Come on! Come on! Come on, you bastard!
Almost as if the developer really liked Left 4 Dead or something. I don't know if you really need a good AI in a game like this, but these guys are really stupid. Most of the time you can just stand still and keep shooting at the cannon fodder enemies and then make a few sidesteps to dodge the bigger ones. The ambusher aliens are the worst. They have absolutely no idea that you are coming most of the time. You also meet up with some hostile synthetics.
I prefer the term artificial person myself.
But they are not that much better. They are the basic hide behind something and shoot you. Although when you kill them, they explode nice and squishy. The sound design in this game is solid. Aliens screaming when shot, and the sound of smart gun laying waste is soothing to my old boomer brains. I switched off the music from the game because I usually get bored with hearing the same thing over and over again, but it follows the cinematic way and sounds okay. I really didn't pay much attention to the dialogue while in a mission, and in the hub area the characters you talk to are not good enough to pay attention to. I mostly skipped the dialogue, especially after I noticed they had skipped all facial animation and found a little bug like this.
Any briefing you need, you should get from your squad leader. I want everyone back in one piece. Comprendo?
Graphically, the game looks nice, but then again, you can't go wrong with Unreal Engine. The Marines and aliens alike are nicely animated, and there is some variation on how the enemies react based on where you shoot them. I had no performance issues and the game ran smoothly just before the last mission where the whole game crashed. Right now, the game costs €39 and with current content it feels like a bit too much. As mentioned, the game feels like a fan service and won't give much entertainment for anyone else. It's not a bad game, but a bit light on the content. If you have a co-op hard shooter itch, this game will definitely scratch it. Oh, and a word of warning. If you don't have friends who will actively play this with you, don't bother buying the game. It is not designed to play solo. All in all, I enjoyed my time with Aliens Fireflux Ectoplasm and would recommend trying it out. I will give this game a solid 7 out of 10.
Are you finished?
I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and please drop a like, subscribe if you like the content, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.